Welcome everyone. Today we'll have a special video about me losing a lot of gold very quickly. Now be aware, the following images can be very shocking and traumatizing for myself. So what's going to see is, this is a live recording of me doing trading and I haven't had enough sleep. Notice what I did here. I was planning to do 69 gold for the Star's Breath and sell 5 stacks. So instead of selling for 69 gold, I went to sell it for 5 gold and sold 69 stacks. And this in return lost me 64 gold per item, and I sold 69 of them. So just this alone, within like 5 seconds of the clicking, I lost over 4,000 gold that day during trading. I know I made a trading video and I want to show you guys. I just want to show you guys over here that you can make a loss if you don't be careful. Just be extra careful. Now there's a lot of other ways I have lost a lot of gold in this game. So in this video, we're going to go through all of them. I was so shocked. So I'll show you guys over here. They sold so quickly. I didn't notice. I was like, oh, this sold quickly. I was like, oh, what happened? I was still chatting with my party players and I was like, oh, what happened? How come they sold so quickly? I was like, what happened to my thing? And then I checked over here. I was like, oh my gosh, they sold for and they sold for 5 gold each, and I sold 69 stacks of those items. I was so shocked over here. Yeah, I was so shocked that I went back to the replay. I was like, how did I put 5 gold and sold 69 of them? Because if you look at the marketplace on that day, this was selling for 69 gold per item. And this is what I said about last video. You can make 300% profit if you buy them right. I was buying those Star's Breath for 20 gold. I was planning to sell them for 69 gold, and they were selling so fast because the day before the reset, prices will go nuts because there's no Chaos Gate. But be careful guys, don't do what I did, don't type the wrong ones. Now over here, you think my first mistake was bad enough with a marketplace typing mistake that I went from 5 gold instead of putting 69 gold and sold 69 of them, so that's why I lost 4,500 gold. But there's more guys. I made so many mistakes in the game. I want to share all of them with you so you're warned, you'll be aware of those so you don't make the same mistake as me, because I have lost over 10,000 gold with those mistakes. I mean, the first one's pretty difficult to make, right? Maybe I wasn't just sleeping enough. The second one, I actually didn't know. You can transfer tier 1 gears to tier 2 for +1. So what I want to do over here is to just show you guys what I mean by that. Just in case you guys haven't got to tier 2 yet, or if you have gotten to tier 2, well, that may be too late. So over here you can see I have a bunch of tier 1 gears. What I was supposed to do on the day I became tier 2, I was supposed to click a tier 2 gear and click gear transfer. And by doing that, basically what I can do is I can transfer a tier 1 gear that is +15 to give +1 to the tier 2 gear. And you might think this is not a lot, but I have 6 of those gears. And if we come over here to the amount of resource that I have wasted, so I wasted all those resources for a tier 1 weapon. And I also wasted 5 times of those resources for a tier 2 gear, so tier 2 armor. And together, what I have wasted for not transferring a tier 1 +15 gear to a tier 2 item, I have wasted over 5,000 gold. Because just the red and also blue crystals alone, they sell for 2,000 gold in the marketplace. And 18 Leapstone right now sells for 3,600 gold. And I could have kept my tradable ones and then could have sold my tradable ones, but instead I might have to use my tradable ones. So this is how much I lost for not knowing that you can transfer from tier 1 to tier 2. And I know it's a little late to share this one, but I still want to share this one. Just in case you guys are not sure about this, make sure you do this. So instead of just upgrading them with the materials we have, because I had so much at the time, I actually didn't know I could transfer them. Now coming over to the third major mistake I made in the game, and I really want to share with you guys, is that I leveled my weapon at tier 2 to +15 too soon. So let me show you guys over here. So you can see that my weapon is currently +15. But what is wrong with that is I have collected additional resource. Those are the red untradeable crystals. And you think 900 is bad enough over here, right? I also have in my storage additional boxes. Look at that, 72 of those boxes are red crystals and they are not tradable. So together I have 1,600, 1,700 crystals. And what's even worse is there's also other quests I haven't completed on the island that will give me more boxes. So together I think I have wasted over 2,000 gold worth of value in red shards. So let me try to explain. When I first got to tier 2, I was trying to get my weapon to +7 or +11 so I can power boost my gear score to do higher chaos dungeons. during that time, I was actually buying chaos shard from the auction house for 10 gold each, or per 10 gold per stack. So I recommend never buying the red destruction shard, not the chaos shard. So never buy the red shard, because you actually have a lot if you follow my last video about how to get gears to plus 15. Because we use the moon thread, we also use the metal oil, because we'll be using a lot of expensive materials to guarantee a higher rate. And what happens when your weapon have a higher rate? You tend to not use as many red destructive shards because you succeed, right? So in that sense, I should have waited to, before I jump to plus 14 or plus 15, I should have waited I can use all the I should have waited to use all the untradeable destruction stones. And you get a lot of those as you progress in the game. The moment I got the cube and unlocked that cube quest, I actually got those 72 chests. So once you get a cube ticket, you can finish the quest on the Distort Island. And that, I think it gave me 72 of those chests for the red shards, and I can't do anything with them now, just to wait for my ult. So because of this, then other quests that is still available on the islands, make sure you have a look at the previous video about upgrading to 1100. So in that sense, there's a lot of quests I haven't completed which will give me non-tradable shards, and I have wasted so much tradable shards, which is about 3,000 to 5,000 of those shards are wasted. I could have sold those for gold. So what I want to suggest to you guys is, if you have plenty of those shards, try to use the untradable one first. And don't buy those shards from the auction house, don't buy them from the cash shop, because you might have too much of those if you follow my strategy to upgrade gears to plus 15. And also, don't rush to get your weapon to plus 15. Get it to plus 13, and after that, you might need about 2,000 or 3,000 of those red shards. You might still get them for islands. Now, coming over to some of my other mistakes that have lost me a few hundred gold along the way. I was in a chaos dungeon once, and I saw this 2 bard and 1 paladin. I was like, I know I'm doing damage here. I'm too lazy to click. I want to find a party that gives me higher damage team. I don't even know why. I just left the party. Then I realized I lost one of my daily entry ticket. That's me for being silly and being lazy, right? And also, I was on my alt character account in my stronghold, just doing some building, and I decided to buy some potion recipes and craft some potions for myself. And guess what? I paid about 300 gold worth of materials, and I crafted 80 potions, percentage potions for my berserker. And guess what? I can't use them, because once you crafted one character, it cannot be exchanged onto a different character, even if that is my own account. So make sure you craft those items on the right character, guys. Don't craft those on alt account. Now the next mistake I made is also pretty bizarre. You might not see this one, I didn't see this one coming too. So I was in a guild, and my guild leader just didn't play. He was item level of 200, he never logged back in. So I left that guild. But then I was like, hey, I really want a guild to do my daily contributions and do the guild shop. So I joined another guild. And turns out that guild leader was also AFK and no one's building anything. So I left that guild as well. So the first time I left the guild, it was 1 day penalty, I can't join as a guild. The second time I left the guild, it was 3 days penalty. And I searched up online. If you keep leaving a guild, you'll get up to 6 days of penalty to join again. You cannot join a guild for 16 days. So guys, don't leave the guild too often. And I think I read somewhere on a post, like a comment, that if you get kicked from the guild, you also get a 16 day, up to 16 day to wait to join guild. I'm not sure if that's true, but I'm currently stuck on 3 days, and I'm almost done with my guild delays. Because the 2 of the guild I joined, the guild master just created a guild, then just left the game. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? And I'm looking for a new guild. I'm about to join a new guild very soon, by the time my cooldown goes away. And I'll share you guys with my mini guild, and also hopefully I can do raid again with my guild mates. And also, the reason I want to join a guild is also this guild shop. Because I don't have a guild shop, I cannot buy materials from the guild shop level 1, from the guild merchant. And that is also delaying my guild currency that I receive. And that together lost me probably 500 to 1000 gold. Because I can't buy those 4 leapstones. I need leapstones for my upgrades. I'm about 20 to 30 leapstone short, and I have to wait for an extra day for the leapstones to get my final upgrade. Now I just remember another mistake I made, and I want to share with you guys. If you come to the Abyss dungeons, which is a weekly dungeon, remember guys, you actually don't want to get too high of a gear level because you don't get additional loots. So what I didn't know is I actually never cleared this dungeon, and this dungeon actually drops some of the important loots that we can sell for tier 1, including the special purple materials that sells for anywhere from 200 gold to 800 gold. And what's more important is you don't want to get too high of a gear power before you do those dungeons. So the moment you get over 1325 at tier 2, if you do those dungeons, you no longer drop the special items. So notice here, I no longer get special items because I'm over 960. So what I recommend is do the lower tier dungeons before you get to 960 during the weekly reset to get all the loots you can get, because they drop some really good loots over here. And over here as well, don't get too high of a gear level, so make sure you do them before you get to high gear level. So this is something I realized I actually missed out in quite a bit. I think a few hundred and even close to 1,000 worth of loots, because those things right there, the weapon ones and also the metal oils, I no longer get drops from them because my gear level is too high. And if you come to the auction house on the market, you can see that this sells for 700 for the weapon one, and this sells for 200 or 180 for the armor ones. I no longer get drops of them the moment your account goes over 960. So notice here my account says 1080 right now. So even if I get lower gears, it doesn't work. And finally, coming to a very small tip that might save you guys some gold and also silver in the future. Now, what you guys can realize is you can travel between the cities with boats, right? So what I mean by that is, let's say if I'm traveling from Nosefen to Rollendale, or from Rollendale to any of the other cities over there on the west side. So to travel between the ports, you have to pay 4,500 silvers to travel from Nosefen to over there. But to travel back, you have to pay 6,000 silvers. You might not seem this is too much of a deal, but if we put a Bitforce on some of those islands over here and some of those islands over there, you don't have to pay the additional fee. So I'll show you guys the example over here. I figured this out myself. I was like, I'm saving so much silver. And over here, I put a Bitforce with Foggy Ridge. I'll change this one. I put 2 Bitforce here for my dailies, and those will allow me to travel across continent for only 1,000 silver. If you only have one, make sure you put them at a place you go often and try to use this instead of sailing. You will save anywhere from 3,000 silver to 5,000 silver. And just in case you guys are wondering, hey, why are you trying to save silver? So over here, let me show you guys that you can actually exchange gold for silver with this NPC over here. So it will cost, let me show you guys over here, it will cost you 1,000 gold to get 100,000 silver. So the exchange rate is ridiculously crap. I don't want to use the word crap, but I just want to express it. So the exchange rate is a 100 to 1 for gold if you wanted to get silver. You can't do the way back though. He doesn't give you gold. So if you give him silver, he doesn't give you gold. But if you give him gold, he will give you silver. This is not what you want to buy, guys. There is a video we talk about that you can actually save some silver by buying the KS shards. So where are they? Where's my KS shard? Over here. I bought 1,000 of those. So 1,000 of those KS shards only cost me like, how much gold? Not much, cost me 100 gold. And this saves me tons of silver. This is because each of those KS shards costs 250 silver. And to buy 10 of them, that's 2,500 silver. And this means I exchange 1 gold for 2,500 silver. So you can buy those over here. Notice there's only about 800 left. So if I bought them all, so notice that people are selling for 2 gold. You don't do that. But people are selling for 3 gold. Notice this will hike up in price. So if you buy the KS shard from gold, so if you're buying the KS shard using gold, you're actually saving a lot of silver. Because trust me, we'll be using a lot of KS shard for the awakening skills. And just before we finish the video, guys, because I saw that this was trading for 1 gold and I wanted to get a bargain, and over here I'm trying to buy a bunch of them, so just let me show you guys over here what I mean. I think this is a good deal for me at the moment. Although I don't have much gold, I think I'll still do this. So I'm gonna buy those for 1 gold. And over here, notice how they goes to 2 gold. 2 gold is not a good thing onto this time because you actually pay 1 gold in fee. So he's getting 1 gold back anyways. So what I'm doing here is I'm buying a ton of the awakening shards and I'll be selling them for 3 gold. Basically, I double my value. And I'll list those over, oh God, like 7,000. So basically I'll sell them for 3 gold. I can sell them for maybe, yeah, I can sell for quite a bit. I'm gonna sell for about 500. So this way I actually double my gold. I spend, I think, 750 gold. I will get 750 gold back if this sales goes through. But that's if I need the gold. I might just keep them because this also sells me silver. Because I don't have to spend silver on buying those for a long time in the game. And I know 1 gold is the lowest price you can buy those things for 10 stack. Now, hopefully you guys found this video helpful because I have made so many mistakes across my game just in 1 to 2 weeks alone, and I've lost over 10,000 gold for sure. So I want to make a video to show you guys all the ways I've lost gold and to warn you guys, to have you guys prepared so you don't make the same mistakes I do. And this way we can have more gold to upgrade materials. I'm also investing a ton of things into different materials over here. Hopefully they will sell and my gold will go back to 10 or 20,000 as well by next morning hopefully. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with updates on the trading and also more videos to come. Now if you guys haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, make sure you do so, because we'll be getting a lot of guides, a lot of tips as I discover them, and I love the game. So I want to share as much as I can with you guys, and let's have a great time in Lost Ark as we explore this game and get the most out of it.